Welcome back to Off the Ball. After challenging Ashlyn last week, it only made sense to take my skills directly to the field, and this time with Orlando Pride's young and talented goalkeeper, Brittany Wilson. Brittany also shares her impressive journey from being an undrafted rookie to winning an NWSL Save of the Week. Welcome back to another episode of Off the Ball with Allie Riley. I am your host, Allie Riley. And I am here with Brittany Wilson, goalkeeper for the Orlando Pride. Brittany, thank you so much for being on my show.
I am honored, Allie, to be here with you.
Thank you. Well, you have a pretty unique, actually incredible and impressive story. And that started a little bit when we first met last year, coming to the NWSL undrafted. Fast forward a few months and getting NWSL Save of the Week in the fall series. Tell me a little bit about last year and how becoming a professional soccer player went for you.
Yeah, well, as you could see, I took a deep breath when you asked me about it, but it was good. I think it was different than anything I ever expected. Coming in undrafted, I knew I had something to prove, but I was ready to just show up and give what I could every single day, and coming back and trusting myself, trusting the league to have a fall series, and then getting the call that I was going to get into that game was a very exciting experience. The most nervous I've ever been in my life because, they said, Mark sat me down. He's like, I trust you. I trust your skills. I just haven't seen you in a game. And I'm like, okay, well, this is the time. I knew it was the time. If I do well, then I prove that I can, stand up in this league. If I don't, that's kind of what he was looking for. And so I was really proud of, how I did, how I prepared mentally for that game, how I prepared physically, and I think, did my best for the team. And now I feel a little more confident and feel like I belong here, and I'm excited for the future.
It's exciting and encouraging for players who don't have the normal pathway to becoming pro, getting drafted or playing for a national team. And I think you've definitely hustled and worked your ass off, and then to get that recognition and especially to come away with an award is something the Orlando Pride goalkeepers are becoming accustomed to. But yeah, I'm really impressed by you. And we are 10 years, there's a 10-year gap in our ages. So growing up, being born in 1987, when the WUSA folded, I didn't know that I could play professionally in the United States until going into my senior year of college. Whereas being born in 1997, when did you know that being a professional women's soccer player in the United States was a possibility for you?
Yeah, so for you, the visibility wasn't there. For me, it was just starting to begin. I think the first time I really saw myself being a professional soccer player was when the U.S. women's national team played at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. I think it was Dick's back then. It could have been something else, but in Colorado. And my family got tickets. I went, and I actually got to meet Hope Solo. I couldn't tell you anything about the game, but I was a little kid. I met Hope Solo.
Wait, how old were you? About?
I think it was like 12, maybe 12,
okay.
13,
wow.
something like that.
Yeah.
And I loved soccer. I threw myself into soccer from a young age, but that's the time where I really was like, wow, these girls that get to do this for a living, like, that's what I want to do. And from then on, like, I had my head down, I was focused. I can't remember a time past then where I didn't want to be a professional soccer player. Like, that was my goal. So it was important having that visibility and being able to see them in action, being like, wow, these women do this for a living? How cool. I want to play soccer. First, I'm a soccer player. First, I try to be the best athlete and teammate that I can be. But I want to be a role model for young girls who are like me, who, are on the path, the easier path where you're on the national team, you're on the best team, but you're also, a role model for girls who, maybe just started playing soccer or something like that. And so try to kind of be a role model for them and give them something where that 12-year-old girl that I was wanted to see, so I can do that on social media. I can do that with how I carry myself on game days and stuff like that. So
yeah, well, speaking of social media, I think you have gained such an important following, and you are the epitome of that side hustler that, unfortunately is a big reality for a lot of us in women's sport, and especially in women's soccer. So, as someone who, you're giving us beauty tips, you're giving us fitness tips, you're giving us mobility, yoga, entertainment,
Yes,
TikToks.
yes.
So I guess, how does that feel, and what do you think that the league or society can do more of so that eventually, you know, we don't have to do those things?
Yeah.
Or kind of where are you with being able to focus on your career, but
Yeah.
also all your side hustles?
Totally. So I think social media is a huge one for me, and I truly enjoy it. So when I started making videos, I started putting out this content, I never thought of it really being a side hustle. So it's been a blessing that it has become one. What I would say is, like, I still feel very focused. You know, you see me, and
Yeah.
you're my teammate. You see me, I'm there every day early, getting my mobility and my workout in. Like,
Every day.
I'm very, very focused, but I do enjoy doing that stuff on the side. And so I think, you know, as professional athletes, as amazing, strong women, you know, we can wear multiple hats.
Yeah.
And where, you know, people come home and do art or have other jobs, like my fun creative outlet is doing social media.
Well, I think one of the reasons why I have so much respect for you and am honestly so impressed by you every day is that I know it hasn't been the easiest journey. What are some of the hard things? You know, I think about kind of the good, the bad, the ugly. So we've talked about kind of the good and kind of the bad with the side hustles, but I know that it's been pretty intense for you this season as well. And kind of what gets you through when you have a challenge thrown at you?
Yeah. I threw myself into soccer because home life wasn't easy. Then it became a passion of mine, but at first it was an escape, you know? And so I'm so grateful for the game for that. And now it's my passion, and it definitely still is an outlet for me, you know? Losing my mom this year was really hard, but if I didn't have the team like supporting me and being there for me, it would have been a completely different story. And so it seems like soccer has always been, you know, a good crutch, but also something that I can lean on and be passionate about when those things get hard. And again, that vision for the future is always pushing me forward of, like, there can always be room to grow. There's always, you know, room for improvement. So,
well, thank you so much for being on the show, but our work is not done. Brittany obviously is an incredible goalkeeper. We're gonna include some of her highlights here, but that being said, I can't show you this without attempting to do it myself. So follow us now to the field, where I will be participating in the goalkeeper training with Orlando's GKU.
let's see what
Check
she's
it
got.
out. This is Up Close and Personal with Brittany Wilson. Off the Ball is brought to you by Goal 5, the sports brand for her. All right, for Brittany Wilson's Up Close and Personal, of course I have to try what she's best at, and that is goalkeeping. We've got Lloyd, we've got Zach, and of course Brittany Wilson herself. Let's see how this goes. All right, I need the right equipment.
Try them on for size.
They're about 10 sizes too big for you, probably.
Those look a little less smelly than
Oh,
mine,
they're
though.
wet!
They're wet 'cause I've been wearing them for training today. Some of us have worked hard on like the field players.
Yes!
Oh, those you look like a bit like Minnie Mouse. Mickey Mouse.
So we're going to do some technical handling into a dive, because I want to see you dive, Ali. Yellow, back to goal.
Oh God.
Can't wait.
Nice, Britt. Yeah!
Ali, don't want you on
Oh, here we go.
She's drunk! Yes! In! Go on, Ali! Yes, drunk. Yes, Ali! Set! Go!
It felt like I was so close.
You were really close.
She was not that close.
up downs,
Up, downs.
up downs.
Up downs. Let's see.
Set?
Position.
What do you say to them?
Get set.
Get set.
Yep. Amazing. Eyes on the ball. Are you ready? Don't let me stop.
Okay.
Now get up.
Yes!
Maybe hold the ball.
Yes, Ali!
Shoot, like, shoot. Yes. Ball.
Come on, Ali! Get it! Good. Up. Yes.
Yes. Oh, you're supposed to hold on to it. This is hard.
Yes, Ellie! Yeah! Dive!
Oh! Not bad. Whoa!
Clearance, yes! Yes! Yeah, ready, me! Dive!
That's terrifying!
Yes.
Oh my God.
Good. Free that way. Sorry, Brett. One hand. Yes, Ali Riley.
Oh! Wait, not bad. Ow!
I give her an 8 out of 10. That was pretty impressive.
Bring it in, guys. Bring it in.
GKU.
We don't do this normally.
Everybody hands in.
I'm not having my face to this.
GKU on 3, 1, 2, 3, GKU! Well, there you have it. Super easy. I don't know why they're always complaining. It's, Well, I'm just very good. Thanks to Britt. Thank you for watching another episode of Off the Ball with Ali Riley, and this is Up Close and Personal with Brittany Wilson. See you next week. Catch.